was time to just get out of the house a little bit, and so we are going to a place called Giraffe House, so we'll go see what that's all about, and then after we're going to go pick up some snacks for a little trip that we have planned tomorrow for our New Year's hike. So good morning! Today we are at one of my favorite places. We've been coming here since I was a little kid and my grandparents lived in Claymore. It's at the Harold Potter Botanical Gardens, as that's where you enter. And it's one of the most beautiful hikes that, I don't know if it's more sentimental or if it's just actually. But anyway, so we are taking Asha here today, and yeah, just thought we wanted something new. We've been going to the nature reserve every Friday, but we thought today we would just do something different since we are still on holiday and nothing has opened yet. You walk through the botanical garden to get to the start of the hike, so it looks like we're going to get a little bit of a shower here. I don't know if you can see the zigzag path, but that's where we will be going up, and we'll see everything from the top. So that's another path. That one's called Leipertskloof. And we've done that one in the past. You have to basically like get a key at the front because there's a gate. Because Leipert is leopard. And yeah, but that one, there's some waterfalls and stuff up there, but I personally prefer the zigzag path because it brings you to the most stunning outlook. So I think that's the one we're going to do today, and maybe another time we'll come back and do Leipertskloof and show you that one. And then there's Kloof. That's a shorter walk, so we might do that one on the way back and show you. That's what we always called this path, was Kloof. Those are called everlastings. They are fynbos, which is all around us, and everlastings is especially special because they are my mom's favorite flower, and she even has an album called Everlasting. So whenever I see those on my hike, I think of her. We're like 15 minutes in and already have a stunning view. I mean, what is this place? So Betty's Bay is about 40 minutes away from where we live, and since all the organizations that we partner with are still on holiday and will still be on holiday for like a week and a half, we decided why not make the trip and come do something different for a change. There's also what we'll show you after this. I love this little town. There's a place that we used to call Penguin Island. It's really not an island. And it's actually called Stony Edge or Hedge. And there's a bunch of African penguins, which I know sounds strange because you don't think of penguins in this hot weather, but they are African penguins and they are gorgeous, and excited to show Asha. We'll see if she even reacts. She didn't really react yesterday when we went to go see the giraffes. So right now Zach is just getting tickled by a little tickle monster, and we're just chugging along.
Oh! Oh, that's her! Why are you tickling me? Ah!
A little water break. What do you think so far?
Not too bad. Aside from being tickled every other 100 feet.
Tickle, 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 tickle. So all the proteas here, I don't know if you can see them. Normally they are these like beautiful colors, but they must have been a burn at some point because I have not seen a single one that's not been scorched. So hopefully maybe we'll find one along the path and I'll show you. Well, we were gonna go further on that trail, and as we were heading up we saw a massive male baboon running towards us, so we diverted and turned around because yeah, we are not messing with baboons. Here we don't have bears, we have baboons. I'll show you the clip I got on my phone. It's very blurry, but clip nonetheless, of it kind of running towards us. So can't say that was a fun experience, and now I'm just like on the lookout for any more. Asha, is dit lekker? Zach, was this lekker?
Something. It's a hike.
Now we are gonna go see the penguins. Maybe we'll get a snack before we go because I'm a little hungry. And I think she is too. Okay, so we are here today packing a little bit. I think Asha's already...
She's unpacking.
We've got a trip planned, and so we've got quite a busy week, and so this afternoon was basically the only afternoon that we could come and just pack a little bit, and we thought we'd share a little bit of an update on what we've been up to this month, because it's kind of it's been like half still vacation and then kind of jumping back into work. And so, yeah, we thought we would just update you on some of the things happening. But basically, I mean, when did we start back work again?
Like the 12th, like somewhere like the second week of January, somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, they really don't get back into the swing of things until the second week of January. And so really we kind of used that time just to continue refueling a little bit, because we really haven't stopped since we've gotten here. And so, yeah. So, yeah, we used that. We went a little bit hiking. We stayed home. It is very hot. Zach, how are you enjoying the heat? I don't think you're on the camera.
There's no enjoyment. Yeah, the heat sucks. I need some air conditioning. And yeah, I'm ready to go back for some nice cool snow and ice and everything else back in the States.
Asha's already bringing all of her clothes in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we basically just spent some time relaxing, went hiking, just hung out, and then basically that second week, we kind of jumped back into things and slowly started working with some of our organizations. So I started back with Kin Culture, working with them. Zach, do you want to talk a little bit about, like, I don't think we really talked about calling.
I mean, we've had some things that we've talked about in the past, or like, I know I did their youth camp thing they did a while back, and they've reached out. They do like a connect class. It's a discipleship class. They've been doing it for a while, but they try to get different organizations, different churches, just different people to kind of help lead along with it. They tried to make it to where the teachers aren't a part of it. They still have to use some to some extent because they just don't have the personnel. But yeah, the goal is to use, outside people, and our church is one of them that the guy Diavolt decided to put this on. It's okay. Our church is one that he asked to kind of partner with him in that, and so they reached out to me, our church, and just said, hey, we know that you've got a lot of time availability, and we'd love to see if you maybe were interested in taking part in this. And so I said yeah, and we've prepped and planned and taken care of everything. I've got half of the 12th grade boys, matrics here. They're called seniors in the States, but they're matrics here. So I have half of those, and we are just basically working through very beginner level discipleship, to kind of start off, and then we'll get into some more deeper things as the terms progress. And so, yeah, it's, a year-long commitment, and we are, sure. Yeah, it's a year-long commitment, and we're very much looking forward to just the time that I can, invest into these guys, the knowledge that I can hopefully pour into them. Yeah, so it'll be very interesting. I'm glad that I finally have something a little more regular that I can actually do instead of just sitting around twiddling my thumbs.
You do not sit around and twiddle your thumbs. You do so much. And then when is Training for Change starting back?
Mid-February, so we'll be gone whenever they pick back up, but I'll get everything going whenever we get back. Yeah,
and as a reminder, that's just like a sports kind of ministry where you get to go and you actually tutor some of the boys. So yeah, that's been really cool. Trying to think. Yeah, I've been working hard with Kin, so that's been fun. It's been really, they're really an incredible organization that we've loved getting to know more of like what they do. And so a lot of that is kind of same vibe as Beautiful Gate, where a lot of the help is marketing related, which has been really cool getting to use the experience and the years of things that I've done things to help an organization like that and help increase capacity, help tell their story, and just, you learn a lot when you get to kind of get in the behind the scenes of these organizations. And so it's been neat getting to do that. We haven't picked back anything with Beautiful Gate. We did actually over the last few weeks we've been working with an organization called Strong Schools. I think we've talked about them.
I don't recall if we have or not. I don't think we have. But...
Basically, it's an organization and they're within the government schools here, which if you are a teacher or work in the school at any sorts, you know how much you can learn being within a school. And so this was really huge for us to basically have an in to get into the public schools. Yeah, so basically we've been helping them with some marketing things and go. And hopefully the plan is when we come back from our trip, then they'll actually be able to take us into some of the schools and we can kind of learn more from the principals, from teachers, see a lot more what they're doing. But I've been so amazed by the work that they've been doing. This organization has done so many incredible things. And so one of the big projects I've done with them is basically just like helping put together like a video for potential funders. So that's been really cool. We'll show you a little snippet of our new project.
Yeah.
Do you want to share more about our new project?
Yeah.
While I try to figure out what I'm actually doing.
After a lot of discussion and just talking about next steps and the direction we're kind of heading, we have decided to start,
drum roll,
a podcast.
Woo!
So just like the other millions of millennials and anybody else near our age, we're going to hop on the train and we're going to attempt to see what the podcast life is all about. We've filmed our first one, like Chris Jury said. We'll maybe throw a few snippets, highlights in just to kind of show you the idea for it, the theme behind it. And yeah, I think we're both really looking forward to it. We think it'll be a very valuable tool that'll be able to be used for educational purposes, as well as just, it gives people a glimpse into the real life struggles, the real life, the harsh realities of what a lot of organizations are facing over here that are involved in, child care and foster care and every other aspect of, taking care of these vulnerable children and the families that are struggling to support them. So yeah, I think we're both definitely excited to have the platform, and again, we'll just keep you updated on the journey. Maybe have something for you come next month. So,
and it is, do we want to share the name or do we want to wait?
Up to you. You came up with the name, so you can decide whether to share it or not.
So the name of it is called Behind the Mission, and so we will have it on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and then it'll also be on YouTube because we are filming it as well, with the hopes that, it's a movable, mobile setup, so we can actually go to the different organizations that we do the interviews with and kind of also show you what everything looks like behind the scenes. So yeah, definitely really excited about that.
Yeah.
But now let's actually pack. So one of the fun, exciting projects that we have coming up, we're gonna share some behind the scenes for it, and we'll share a lot more in the next 2 days. But we are about to film a little intro for the project, and then we'll go a little bit deeper into what exactly we're doing, why we're doing it, and we really can't wait to share more with you. Here's our setup. There's the other one, but we won't need that tonight. We are just doing intros, so we only need one. I can't wait. We are so excited this morning. I don't know if you can see in the back. We are filming our first podcast for Behind the Mission, and it has been such a work in progress behind the scenes. There's been so much prayer and love that's gone into preparing for this, and we're so excited for our first guest. The plan is to release the first episode probably end of Feb or in March, and so part of that reason is because we are traveling to the States in February, so we didn't want to release anything in January knowing that we wouldn't be able to film in February not being here. And so we have just decided to kind of wait, and then we will bring you alongside all of the journeys and all of the conversations that we have. And we are just so excited and so thankful for this opportunity to continue listening and to continue learning from so many people that have been doing this for years, and being able to share with you all what that looks like. What are the struggles that they're facing? What are the journeys that they've walked to be where they are today, and just the impact that that can have on us, and just the encouragement that it can also be. And that is our prayer, that this podcast is an encouragement and an uplifter, and that it spurs all of us on to go and be the hands and feet of Jesus, and to take scripture seriously, and to actually go and do the things that scripture tells us to go and do, that God commands us to do. So anyways, I'm about to show you some of the how we've set up everything behind me, but really excited for all of you to hear our first episode. So let's go behind the mission. So here's our little setup, and then we've got all of it set up in our little home. Then we will have camera set up right here and over there, and then here, to capture all of the shots. And we are just really ready and expectant to see what is going to come of this.
I think it was the second church that we visited when we moved here, and very quickly learned to love So Stellenbosch and Robin, and she was one of the first people that we met at the church. And so this ministry has become very near and dear to our hearts, and it's just so encouraging to see what you've built in the church with this justice ministry.
The church and Christians are the hope of the world, because we anchored in something that keeps us humble, or should be. That's
such a foreign concept for like a non-believer. Like, in all of nature, everything is about self-preservation, and like I said, this building myself up so that I'm able to sustain myself, sustain my family. And it's such an odd thing for you to think, I'm going to sacrifice parts of myself. I'm going to sacrifice maybe things I have, who I am, in order to walk alongside somebody.